Facebook and Instagram ads are one of the best ways to get your music out to new audiences and build a following. But running ads can be a little intimidating at first if you've never done it before. So in this video, I'm going to show you a super easy way to get started running Facebook ads and Instagram ads to promote your music and get more fans. So let's go ahead and get started. What's up guys, Justin here, and in this video I'm going to show you an easy way to get started promoting your music with Facebook and Instagram ads. This is the fifth and final video in our series on email marketing for musicians. So this video will focus mainly on using Facebook ads to build your email list, but as you'll see in just a moment, what I'm about to show you can easily be applied to getting more streams, more followers on Spotify, or growing your following on social media. So just a quick FYI, in case you weren't already familiar or you weren't already aware of this, Instagram is actually owned by Facebook. So your Instagram ads will be set up and run through your Facebook ad manager. So when I refer to Facebook ads going forward, I'm also referring to Instagram ads. When it comes to really learning all about Facebook ads, it would take more than one quick YouTube video. In fact, I could probably create an entire YouTube channel on Facebook ads if I wanted to, but that's not what this video is about. I'm not trying to make you an expert on Facebook ads. You don't need to be. When it comes to running Facebook ads to promote your music and build your email list, it's actually very easy and inexpensive to get started. Now, the cool thing about Facebook ads is that Facebook has gotten really good at learning exactly who to share your ads with. In fact, it's actually a little bit scary if you think about it for too long, but as far as your music promotion goes, it's pretty cool. In recent years, Facebook's AI has become very good at being able to analyze your ads, your landing page you're promoting, and the people that are interacting with your ads to figure out who to share your ads with to get better results from your ad campaigns. Now, this means that some of the simplest ad campaigns that you can run on Facebook and Instagram can actually get you really amazing results. You can really let Facebook's AI do a lot of the heavy lifting for you simply by using conversion tracking. Now, I'll show you how to set that up in just a moment, but first, you need to set up your Facebook ad account. Now, the process is pretty straightforward. I'll share a link in the video description that'll take you where you need to go to get started. And I'd also like to quickly mention a private members-only community that I manage called Music Promotion Insiders. That's incredibly helpful for serious musicians and producers that are taking action and implementing the stuff that you're learning right here, right now. As a Music Promotion Insider, you'll have access to a private community of independent artists and music marketers where you can get help with all the technical stuff that we talk about here or in any of my other training.
So if you ever have any questions about things like setting up Facebook ads, for example, you can post your questions in the group and get immediate help.
And that's just one of the many benefits of joining Music Promotion Insiders. But enough about that for now. If you want to learn more, you can click the little icon in the upper right corner of the video or check out the link in the video description. Now back to setting up your Facebook ads. Once you create your ad account, you'll need to set up conversion tracking. Now I'm going to show you how to do this, but be aware that your Facebook ad manager or business manager may look a little bit different from mine. Facebook is always testing and rolling out new versions of their ad manager interface. This stuff can get a little bit confusing and annoying, I know, but that's just the way it is, and it's something that you have to get used to if you're going to be running a lot of Facebook ads. But in any case, I'm going to do my best to show you exactly what you need to do, and I'll also link to an article in the video description for you to refer to if necessary. All right, first things first, you need to create a conversion tracking pixel. Now the first step is to go to your Facebook event manager, which you should be able to access from your ad manager by clicking the little block of dots under the home icon on the left sidebar. And choose the event manager shortcut if you see it there, or scroll down to events manager under manage business. Alternatively, you can type facebook.com/events_manager in your browser and you'll automatically be directed to the right page if you're already logged into Facebook. Inside your event manager, you'll see a little green circle with a plus sign on the left sidebar. Hover over that, click Connect Data Sources and select Web. Click Get Started, choose Facebook Pixel and click Connect. Name your pixel and click Continue. Click Install Code Manually, then click Copy Code. This code goes in the header section of your thank you page. So if you created custom thank you pages or custom landing pages, the code will go in the header section of the thank you page. That way, when someone joins your email list, once they've successfully submitted their name and email address, they're redirected to your thank you page, then Facebook will see that that person has successfully joined your email list and register that as a successful conversion. Now, if you're not using your own custom pages and you're using Hyped It, the process for adding your pixel is super simple. You actually don't even need to copy the code. You can just go ahead and click out of this window after you've created your pixel, and you'll notice that your new conversion pixel has been added over on the left side of your event manager. You can just copy the 16-digit code of your pixel and add that to your download gate and hyped it. You can edit an existing download gate or create a new one, and under step 10, you'll see a section called Facebook Pixel, and that's where you'll paste the code. And that's all you have to do with Hyped It. Whenever a conversion occurs on your Hyped It page, that will now be tracked in Facebook. So under step 6, gate steps, you set your objective for your Hyped It landing page, as I mentioned in an earlier video in this series. By the way, if you haven't watched all the videos in this series on email marketing for musicians, just check out the link in the video description for the full playlist. But in our case, when it comes to building your email list, you'll want to choose email capture. But Hyped It offers a lot of other different options to help you build a following on social media, streaming platforms, get more streams, get more downloads of your music. For example, you could click Spotify and set up your page with the objective of getting someone to follow your profile or save an upcoming release. Or you could click YouTube and get more people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. There are a lot of different goals that you can set here, and whenever the goal you set is completed by the page visitor, that tracks back to your Facebook ads as a conversion as long as you have that conversion pixel installed. In any case, our goal for this campaign is to build our email list, so that's what we'll select for this campaign. Once your landing page is ready and your conversion pixel is installed, you're just about ready to set up your campaign. Now, the last step before you create your ad campaign is to create a conversion event. Now, if you're using Hyped It, the event will be created for you automatically, so you can actually skip the step of creating your conversion event in your event manager. All you need to do is test out your Hyped It landing page after you've added your Facebook pixel, and Hyped It will automatically create a conversion event for you. If you're using a custom landing page, you'll actually need to create that conversion event manually. So I'll link to these instructions for you to refer to if needed, but basically you'll just go back over to your event manager, click create, and create custom conversion. Name your conversion. In our case, this is an email subscriber, so you might name it email subscriber, totally up to you. Make sure the pixel you created is showing up under data source. You can leave conversion event set to all URL traffic, and then enter the URL of your thank you page in the section labeled rules and click create. Now go back to your landing page and test it to make sure it's working. Enter your name and email address, and once you've submitted that information, Facebook should track that back as a successful conversion once you land on your thank you page. If you check back inside your Facebook event manager, you should see the conversion event displayed with a little green dot indicating that your conversion event is working properly. This will either be the custom event that you just created manually if you're using a custom landing page, or if you're using Hyped It, the event should have automatically been created for you. In fact, you should actually see two events here if you're using a Hyped It download gate and you tested it and it's working properly. You'll see an event labeled Hyped It Download Gate Visit, which is triggered whenever someone visits your download page. And then you'll see another one that says Hyped It Download. This one's triggered whenever a successful conversion occurs on your Hyped It download gate. In our case, when someone signs up to your email list. If you don't see your conversion event in your event manager right away, you might just need to wait a little while. Sometimes it can take a few hours for Facebook to track the conversion. So just check back in a little while and make sure your event is active before you set up your campaign. Now, once your conversion event is active, you can head back over to Facebook Ad Manager to set up your campaign. Once again, keep in mind, as I mentioned before, that it's possible that your ad manager might look a little different from mine, but don't worry, I'm going to address the most important stuff that I would recommend that you do when setting up a simple ad campaign. These options should be very easy to find, even if your ad manager looks a little different from mine. And if I don't address an option or feature that you see on your screen, that means you can probably leave it blank or set it to default. You only really need to worry about the things that I mentioned specifically. Beyond that, try not to overthink things too much. Facebook is honestly getting very good at finding the right audiences to serve your ads to with just a little bit of guidance, as long as you have your pixel installed and conversion event set up correctly. So just be sure that you keep your ad budget relatively small and keep an eye on your ads to make sure you're getting the best results, or the results that you're expecting, before you start increasing your ad budget. The first step is to choose your campaign objective. Since you have your conversion tracking pixel installed, you'll choose conversion as your objective. Name your campaign and click continue. Don't worry about A/B tests or campaign budget optimization. Leave all that stuff turned off. Name your ad set whatever you want. Conversion event location will be website. Now you should see that your pixel has already been selected, and then you'll just set your conversion event to the custom event that you've just created, or the event that Hyped It created for you, which in this case would be Hyped It Download. Set your daily budget. I would recommend $5 or $10 per day to start with, and keep an eye on this. When running this type of ad to build your email list, you should get conversions, in other words, new email subscribers, for about $1 or less. Of course, that will depend a lot depending on the audience that you're targeting. I've managed to get subscribers for much, much less than $1 in some cases. It's really up to you and what you're willing to spend. Just know that if you're paying more than $1 per subscriber, that's a bit on the high end. More than $2, I would say, is way too high unless you're targeting a very small audience, like maybe just people in your city. But if you're getting subscribers for between 50 cents and $1 and you want to start increasing your budget, I would recommend increasing by no more than 20% per day. Again, that's all at your own discretion. Location is up to you, and it will have a big impact on your cost. If you choose worldwide targeting, Facebook will serve your ads all over the world, including many countries like India, countries in Southeast Asia, South America, Africa, countries where traffic is very inexpensive and you can get a lot of new email subscribers and new fans for not a lot of money. And this is probably the best approach if you're just focused on building a following of people that are going to stream your music. However, when it comes to being able to sell your music and merch, you may want to target countries where people generally have more disposable income, like the US, Canada, Australia, the UK, for example. And if you want to get more people out to your live shows, it would make sense to focus on building an audience in the cities where you perform the most. Just keep in mind that targeting a narrow geographic area like New York City, for example, is going to cost quite a bit more than targeting a global audience in most cases. Age, gender, and language are all things that you can typically leave set to default, but under detailed targeting, you want to give Facebook a little bit of direction here. I used to recommend targeting people interested in similar artists, so you would just type the names of artists that have a similar style to you. However, Facebook's AI has gotten really good at doing a lot of the work for you as long as you have your conversion pixel installed. That way Facebook can learn who's most likely to click on your ad and join your email list. So when you're just getting started, I would typically recommend keeping your targeting pretty broad. A good approach is to simply target people interested in your genre of music. Leave detailed targeting expansion on. This will allow Facebook's AI to use the data from the conversion pixel to find the right audience to serve your ads to. Leave automatic placements checked and click next. Now you just need to create your ad and you're ready to roll. Name your ad, select your Facebook page and Instagram account that you want to run these ads from. If these aren't already connected to your ad account, you may need to connect them. I'll link to instructions on how to do that in the video description. For ad setup, single image or video is typically what I would recommend. Scroll down to Add Creative and select Add Media. Then choose whether you want to use a video or image. A lot of times video is going to be the better option, especially when you're trying to share your music with a new audience. Now, this could be a clip of your music video or a video from a live show or even just album art with music playing in the background. Add a little bit of text that's going to appear on your ad, something that gives a person an idea of what your music's about or sounds like, and a call to action. Keeping it simple can actually work really well here. Oftentimes, less is more. Then be sure to include a link to your landing page where new listeners can join your email list. And finally, you have the option to change out your call to action button. In our case, listen now would be a good one. Then click publish, and that's it. Usually within a few hours, your ad will start to run, and then you'll be able to track the results of your campaign inside your Facebook Ad Manager. Again, just make sure that you're keeping an eye on things so that you're not spending a ton of money without getting the results you're after. And remember, typically, if you leave your targeting fairly broad, Facebook's AI will figure out who to share your ads with based on who's joining your email list and triggering that conversion event you set up. But it does help to offer a bit of guidance, like at least your genre. I suggest starting out with a small budget of $5 or $10 per day to start with, and then slowly increase by no more than 20% per day as long as you're consistently getting the results you're after. Definitely don't start with any more money than you're willing to lose, because even though this approach tends to be a very simple and effective way to build your email list, and it should work well in most cases, there are never any guarantees, and you don't really know what results you'll actually get until your ads start running. So start small, make adjustments as necessary, and increase your budget only when it makes sense. Now that's it. Now, I know that might seem like a lot if you're new to Facebook ads, but I assure you that it gets easier and that it will make a lot more sense as you get more familiar with running Facebook ads. And this is a really simple way to get started that's usually pretty effective. Now, like I said in the beginning, I could create an entire channel dedicated to Facebook ads. There's so much more that you can do beyond what we covered here, but this is really a good place to start. So that's going to bring this video to a close, which means that our series on email marketing for musicians is coming to an end as well. But there's way more that we could still cover, and I'll definitely be posting more videos here on the YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and tick that bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are added to the channel. And if you're really serious about promoting your music and building a fan base, and you want to learn more about effective email marketing, growing your following on social media and streaming platforms like Spotify, getting more streams and earning more income from your music, click the little icon in the upper right corner of the video, or check out the link in the video description to learn more about how you can join my private community of music promotion insiders, where you'll get instant access to a ton of in-depth music promotion training and resources. New stuff is being added all the time, and you'll also get access to a community of independent artists and producers just like yourself, where you can share tips, tricks, and get insights from other artists just like you that may be a little further along with some of this music marketing stuff that can help you overcome some of the hurdles and roadblocks that can be a little bit frustrating to deal with on your own. So go ahead, check that out now. Click the icon in the upper right corner of the video or the link in the description for more details. And if you found this video helpful, please be sure to let me know in the comments section. Give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that now. Tick the little bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are released here on the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.